is a SOHL router. So on the first tab here we have the RJ45, of course, plug. It looks like to a wall. The first thing to do will be to plug into the router. Also the battery that gives electricity to the router and connect it to the wall, of course. If you were to submit it like this, it would say incorrect and it will not give you, because you want to make sure you turn on the router, turn it around, make sure all the connections are stable, everything has been set up, so you can move on with the practice mode. Which Wi-Fi standards use the 2.4 GHz frequency? Choose all to apply. Well, I personally have been using 2.4 for a very long time, and I'm very familiar with 0.2, 0.2 .11n, B, and G, of course. I'm not very familiar with the AC, but I will need to do my research in regards to AC. Okay, so what we have in here, the instructions are pretty simple. Get a laptop and connect to a short Ethernet patch cable to both the router. Use the Ethernet 1 port and the laptop. So it's asking us to get some cables and a laptop. We can go to our inventory, get the laptop, drag it outside of there, get the cables. Okay, easy. Okay, so what you want to do is turn around the router. This one's the RJ45, so this one will definitely fit on these ones. Now we want to make sure we turn around the laptop. You might have issues if you are using the same wire, the Ethernet connector, for a long time, due to that the connectors it could be pretty sensitive sometimes. That, you know, I had an issue in the past where the tip got dry and it actually broke inside the computer. So you want to make sure they're always in a good state. When a device finds an available Wi-Fi network signal, what piece of information does the device typically show to the user? The network SSID. Yes, of course. So in the past, when I started getting into computers and when I was very young, I did not know how to connect it to the Wi-Fi because my parents were not home and they were at work, and I didn't know the password. We had a new Wi-Fi. We moved to a new house, and I actually figured out a way to connect it without the Wi-Fi basically showing, because it was private once we moved, and I was able to connect to the Wi-Fi with just the information I had from what was left at home, without, you know, the Wi-Fi being private. I was able to connect it. Next question. Which of the okay, this is part of the lab. What information can be determined from a device's MAC address? The device manufacturer. You could tell most of the laptops usually have displayed on the system the manufacturer as of lately. And this is all that we have. I really enjoy this part of this section, that it talks about the routers and what we need to be careful on, how we can do things. So I appreciate